Today, in this part, we are going to study after whatever happened. The elder brother said that, all right, I shall give you half the milk and now stop beating the cow. So Muslim stopped, and after that, uh, he got the share from his elder brother Azam. All right. Okay. Now, after that, and you must also share in the feeding of the cow, said Muslim, and Azam had to agree to this. And now, in fact, Muslim said that you must share in the feeding of the cow. Now look at this. He has become so clever because of the advice that he got from the old man. And I said, as I said yesterday, that those people who listen to their elders, they are always, getting a good advice, and they act according to it, and they always get the benefits in the society from in whatever field they are. So you should always listen to your elders. You should listen to the advice from your elders, and that is what keeps you safe and secure. All right, now here, after a few days, on page number 67, okay, if you can see this video here. Okay, here, there we are. After a few days, Azam climbed the date palm tree to pick ripe dates. Okay, now the second thing that they got in the property was the date palm tree. So Azam climbed the date palm tree to pick the ripe dates. He had hardly collected a handful of dates when he heard the sound of an axe striking the tree. He looked and saw Mozum was cutting the trunk of the tree with an axe. Now, what did Muslim do? When Azam had already climbed and he was cutting and he was picking the ripe dates from the tree, he started cutting the tree with an axe, and the axe was striking on the tree. And when Azam heard the sound, he looked down and he said, "Oh, what are you doing, man? Can't you see I am up here? I am picking the ripe dates. What are you doing?" So Muazzam said that whatever I am doing is with my part of the property that I am doing. I am not troubling you. And he said, "Hey, what are you doing? Don't you see I'm up here picking dates?" So he replies, "I am only cutting my part of the tree," said Muazzam, and went on cutting. And he did not stop after that. All right. Okay, now the next part here. Okay. So then he said, "Hey, okay, what are you doing?" shouted Azam. "Don't you see that I'm here picking dates?" "I am only cutting my part of the tree," said Muslim, and went on cutting. "And you must also share in the watering of the tree," shouted. No, here he says, "I'll give you half of the dates, but you must stop cutting the tree," called out Azam. Now he understood that I was cheating my brother, I was wrong, and now somebody has advised him, so he is teaching me a good lesson now. So I think I should share the dates with him. So he agrees, Azam, without any uh, without anything else. He agrees and he says that, okay, I shall give you half of the dates which I'm picking. Okay, he was picking the dates from the tree, so he said, "Now I'll share it with you. Don't worry, please. But stop cutting the tree, otherwise, what will happen? I'll fall." And then, Muslim has become so clever. He said, "You must also share in the watering of the tree. It is I who is taking care of the tree whole day, and I have to water the tree. So you should also help me in watering the tree every day." So Azam said, "Okay." He agreed to this, and then the last thing was the blanket. So the same night when Azam came to take the blanket, he found that it was wet. Now, in the night, obviously, according to the contract between the brothers, the blanket belonged to the elder brother in the night. So, when he came in the night to take his blanket and he thought that he would have a sound sleep, the blanket was found to be wet. "Oh, what have you done with the blanket?" he asked. "How can I sleep under it?" Azam asked his brother Mozam that, "What have you done? Why is this blanket so wet?" "I don't know," answered Mozam innocently. So, he was trying to be, or he was pretending to be innocent, but now he wasn't innocent anymore, because he was trained by the elderly man over there. So then, after that, he says, "How can I sleep under it?" And then Muslim said, "It's mine during the daytime, and I can do what I can do with it what I please." He said, "I can do whatever I want to do with it. So you cannot stop me from making it wet during the day." In other words, he was trying to say that yes, I have done it, but obviously I have done it during the daytime. Now it did not dry, and in the night you got it wet, so that is not my fault. So then Azam says in the end, "Very well, dear brother. From tomorrow night we will share the blanket," said Azam. "We shall sleep together and shall be more comfortable." Now, in the end, he agrees and he says that, okay, uh, he realizes that he had made a mistake, and then at the end, he says that the last thing, that was the blanket, would also be shared by him, and then Muslim would not feel any difficulty. So this is how the complete story is, where his brother, the younger brother, learns how he was being cheated, and then he tries to tackle to the situation in a very, you can say, proper way. He did not fight with his brother. Look at this, this is what we learned. When something wrong is being done with you, so it doesn't mean that you fight, you argue in a rude way. There are proper channels, there are proper ways of getting your rights. This is what he had done. He got the lesson from somebody who was very senior, who taught him how to deal in this particular scenario. And he did not fight with his brother. He did not do anything that would make his brother think that Muslim was wrong. And his brother realized his mistake at the same time. So this is a tactic that a Muslim learned, and then at the same time we learned that if something wrong is happening, we should see how to tackle this particular situation in a proper way, through a proper channel, and see that we get our rights. We get, in any case, if we are being cheated, we should see to it that we deal that particular situation in a proper way. All right, this is the end and the moral of the story. Yes, if you have any questions, you can please click raise hand and you can ask me the questions.